Hey everybody, and welcome to Make It with Mod Podge. I'm Steve Piacenza. Today, Cathie's going to be using matte Mod Podge and fabric Mod Podge to do some quick gifts using buffalo check.
Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Cathie, Filian, and Steve, thank you for that sweet introduction. Today I've got 6 different projects I'm going to walk you through. Now all of these are great if you're trying to create a last minute handmade gift. These are all really simple with basic supplies. I'm going to show you how you can create these fun quick little tea lights with the glittered rim. That's using a napkin. I'm going to show you just a quick mug makeover. These are great quick gifts. If you're giving a bottle gift, I'm just going to show you how you can alter a dollar store buffalo check wine bag using some fabric and fabric Mod Podge. And that same technique can be used to create your own personalized stockings that you can fill with any kind of treats. And of course, you know I love my t-shirt makeovers. So I've got one here. I'm doing the heart with the buffalo check. The buffalo check is so trendy. It was trendy last year. It's still trendy for fall and for Christmas. So let's just dive right in. I'm using 3 different formulas today. So I'm going to be using the Dishwasher Safe Mod Podge on our mug. This has a kind of a long cure time, but I'll talk to you about that. I'm going to be using the Mod Podge matte on our candle holders. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to show you. I'm also going to show you a food container that you can make over using the Mod Podge matte and a napkin. And I'm going to show you about the fabric formula today. So we got the 3 formulas going in. Let's just dive right in. I want to start with our mug. So for our mug, I've gone ahead and I have wiped the mug clean with some rubbing alcohol, and that's important. You want to get any oils and grease off of there. And I'm using a napkin, a buffalo check napkin. Let me pull one of those over for you. So I'm using a napkin and I'm only using the printed Plaid. So I removed the part of the napkin that doesn't have any printing on it. So we're just using the printed part, and I cut a heart shape out of that. So let's grab our Dishwasher Safe formula. This will be top rack safe when you use the Dishwasher Safe formula. I do hand washing of a lot of my handmade things anyways, but you can go ahead and do it right in the top rack of your dishwasher. So what I like to do is go ahead and I'm gonna apply it to the front of my mug. And don't worry if you're getting it like up in here, because I'm going to wipe that away after we get our napkin down. So go ahead and apply that down. And the Dishwasher Safe, like I said, it is dishwasher top rack safe. And we'll go ahead and just, you know what, I'm gonna add a little bit more over here. I'm working upside down, guys. Okay. So let's go ahead and add our napkin heart right onto the mug and put that into position. Hopefully I'm getting that lined up good, because normally I wouldn't be holding it upside down like this. I would have it the right direction. There we go. Just gently tap. You don't want to wiggle your napkin too much. I'm just barely tapping down. Just like so. If you're using a bigger piece, and I'm going to show you later, I like to dampen the napkin first. So now at this point, what I'd like to do is go ahead and give it a top coat. This process you're going to repeat 3 times. So go ahead and top coat down onto the napkin. Don't worry about that edge. We're going to clean up that edge in 1 second. So add that top coat. Then you're going to let this top coat dry for a couple of hours, and you'll repeat that process 3 times. And that really makes it solid. I mean, it is ready to go for the dishwasher. I'm gonna go ahead and even out those brush strokes, just working in one direction, and make sure our napkin stays nice. Wow, I did not get much wiggle on that napkin at all. That is very rare. So if your napkin moves around a little bit, just go slow, put it back into position. And then I wanna show you how I clean it up. So while it's wet, I'm gonna go real close to the edge. I still want that edge sealed down. So I just go very close to that edge and wipe away any excess. I find it's easier to apply the Mod Podge down onto the mug and then wipe it away, because it's sometimes hard to land your cutout or your shape if you want to do a letter or even a kind of modern torn design or something. You don't know exactly, you want to have enough Mod Podge down so wherever you land it, you're good to go. And then just clean up, going right around the edge, but leaving a little bit there. There we go. So now you're just gonna set this aside, let it dry, like I said, for 2 hours. Then you're gonna repeat that top coating process a couple of times. And once you're done with that, you will have a mug that is ready for the top rack of the dishwasher or for hand washing. Now, this does have a long cure time. It has a 28-day cure time. So if you're giving them for this Christmas or this holiday season in Hanukkah, you may need to tell them, don't wash it yet. But for the future, if you're doing it for birthdays and things like that, just remember when you're doing the Dishwasher Safe, you are going to have that 28-day cure time. But if you wait those 28 days, you have a Dishwasher Safe product. So look how cute. You can stuff it with cookies, candy canes, teas, coffees, whatever you want. Very quick gift. And this mug was 98 cents. So quite a makeover with just a little piece of napkin. So with the rest of that napkin, I want to show you how you can make these glittered tea lights. This is super easy to do. Really fun. You could give them in a set of 3 or 6 and tie a bow around them. Let me see. You can see here, these candles, I've been using them a lot this season, but you can get them in a box like this. So you can really make a whole bunch of these for someone just using the napkins. So for this one, I'm not gonna use the Dishwasher Safe Mod Podge because we're not gonna be washing these. We're gonna go ahead and use our matte formula. If you want it to be shiny and glossy, go ahead and use gloss. If you want a smooth satin look, use satin. So I have a piece of the napkin. Again, I'm just working with that top ply. So only the printed part of the napkin. And I'm gonna go in and we will, oops, dropped Mod Podge already. So sometimes when I'm doing this, I hold the candle by the wick on the inside, just my own little personal tip, and add the Mod Podge to the outside. Go ahead and get that coated. Make sure you get those edges good. Go ahead and spin that around. This works on any glass candle holder. These votives just make great little gifts, especially for neighbors or something like that. If you want to do 1 or 2, or again, you could do a little set of 6 and wrap them up. Now I'm going to go ahead and give this napkin, let's see, let's turn it right side up. I'm going to give it a little spray. If you missed it a little bit, that helps with wrinkling. And now we'll go ahead. I have pre-cut it to size. So one thing that's fun about Buffalo Check is it's got cutting lines there for you. So you're just gonna go ahead and position that. When it's wet, you've got a little bit of leeway to play around with it. Move it into position. If you go over the top edge a little bit, don't worry, because you can always just cut that away. And let's roll it to the back. Again, I'm barely tapping it. And wrap that around like that. Just barely tap down. And then this seam here, you can go ahead and just add a little bit of the Mod Podge there. I usually just kind of gently push down with my finger. And now since this is wet, we're gonna set that aside and you would let that dry. Once it's dry, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I do the bottom. Normally I wait till this is dry, but for time I'm gonna do this. I just add Mod Podge on the inside and just gently push down like so. You could add a little felt circle to the bottom if you wanted to, or if you're selling these at a boutique or something, you could add your little label there. So now you just want to gently set this aside and let it dry. And I have one here that's dry and ready to go. And usually I go around and just kind of clean up the top. This one's, I don't have any extra overhanging, but sometimes you don't land it exactly how you want it. And so you might want to just cut anything extra off of that edge there. This is clear, so wherever the napkin was white, you're gonna get that sort of frosty look, which is cool. If you didn't want that frosty look, you could go ahead and just paint your candle holder with like a white chalk paint first. And we're gonna use some glitter. I love some glitter at the holidays. So let's go ahead Here's our finished one, the one that's dried. And I'm gonna use that same Mod Podge, and you just tap the Mod Podge around the top and just go, oh, sorry guys, I'm making a huge mess today. Well, today, yesterday, tomorrow I'll make a big mess. Crafting is messy, right? So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Let me know where you all are watching from. I'm here in California, but I see the rest of the country. My family's in Oklahoma. They're sending me pictures of all the snow. So let me know, is it snowing where you are? Let's see, go ahead and add a little bit. Sorry guys, just drippy, drippy. Okay, no, normally I do this when I don't have Mod Podge on it because I don't want to waste my glitter, but here we go. You just sprinkle that on and give it a good tap. And now we're gonna need that to dry. That's gonna dry in about an hour. So really, you could make this pretty quick. You could make these and you could give them that same night. And I love the idea of like 3 of these together tied up with a bow. Such a great little inexpensive gift that you can make quickly with just a napkin, a little bit of Mod Podge, and a little glitter. So let's move on. Let's move on. Let's see. I want to show you, since we are working with the napkins right now, this is just a really cute, this was a dollar store. You can see we've got it filled with candies there. Dollar store container that we are going to just quickly do that same napkin technique. I just want to show you how you can do that. So go ahead and take the lid off. I don't know if you guys caught last week's video, but we did a lot of food packaging on that video. And what I want to show you about this is where this lip is. So if you're doing mason jars or things like that with napkins, you can go ahead and you can put your napkin up on that edge, because once it's dry, your jar lid will screw onto it. So let's just quickly see what that looks like. I won't even do the whole thing because I just showed you that tea light, the candle holder, or votive, I guess it's called. So you see how I'm putting it all the way up there? I'll show you. We'll just do half of this real quick. Add some Mod Podge. And again, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. Steve and I are always here to answer them and to help you. Okay, got a little bit of that on. Let's go ahead and mist our napkin real quick. Sometimes I use my lid as a little holding rack. So now you can land it right above that edge. Okay, and then I just go in with my finger and right like that. And what that does is when you have it finished, you get that nice finished edge. See, the napkin goes all the way up under that lip. So in the Mod Podge group on Facebook, a lot of people are trying to figure out how they finish off the top of that. So I really just wanted to share with you guys that quick tip on how you would land your napkin a little bit higher than, like this is where some people are putting the napkins here. You wanna go just a little bit higher and then go ahead and use your Mod Podge to set that in, just like so. And it's the same thing. We will go ahead and we will wait for this to dry. On the votives, you can make it all the way around the candle holder, no problem. But with something like this, I like to let this dry. Then I come in and I do the sides like this, and you can re-dampen it if you need to, and you can piece it all together until you have your napkin all the way around it. And then I just like to glue fun things on top of it. You know, again, we're doing this for Christmas because we want to have some fun, quick gifts that you can make, but you could do this for any season. You could do it for birthdays, even just a Mother's Day or a simple little hello gift for someone. Everybody loves to get a little gift, right? I know I do. So now I want to show you, let's see, I'm running out of space. I'll put it on the floor for now. Now I want to show you some of our fabric Mod Podge projects. And Fabric Mod Podge and we are best friends. I am a sewer. I've been sewing since I was 8. So I love fabric and I buy fabric and I love sewing with it, but I love Mod Podging with it too. There is so much you can do with it. So the Mod Podge in the fabric formula is machine washable. So that's that bright blue label. And let's go ahead, you know what? Let me get these brushes out of here. I've got my shirt here that we're going to make. It's very simple to do. And we've got our wine bag that we're going to make. And then I just want to show you that the same technique can be done to create any kind of fabric to fabric project. Okay, so I went ahead and did our family's initials on these stockings that I picked up at the dollar store. So it's a really fun, quick makeover. If you've got a teacher or somebody like that you want to make a little personalized thing for, just look for something that's plain and then give it a little jazz with the fabric and the fabric Mod Podge. So the fabrics that work best are 100% cotton. Corduroys work good. I'm going to let you know that unfortunately felt does not work. Felt needs really specific glue. It has a lot of polyester in it. So fabric Mod Podge and felt aren't really best friends. So stick with your 100% cotton fabrics. If you're gonna be washing it, I suggest pre-washing and ironing your fabric first, which is what I've done on all of these projects, except for the wine bag, because I'm not gonna be washing the wine bag. So here is our shirt. I've got this fun, sporty shirt. Let's make a little room. And on this, I want to apply this heart shape, okay? So I have gone ahead and pre-washed my shirt. That just makes it gets rid of any sizing, so your shirt is ready to receive the glue. And I have here lined it with some wax paper. Any kind of little cardboard or wax paper or something like that inside will help it so it doesn't bleed through. And I've gone ahead and cut out a heart shape, and I'm just going to add the fabric Mod Podge right onto the back of that heart shape. It's really as easy as that. So this is, think of it as like a fabric glue, but most fabric glues you can't brush on like this. So this is very different. And I like to, it's thicker formula. It's a much thicker formula. Make sure you get all of your edges. And once this is dried and cured, you can top coat it if you want, but I have had no problems. I don't usually top coat. I just apply it to the back and I wash and I dry, and I've had no problems with them coming up. You just wanna make sure you get those edges real good. We did a video a couple of weeks ago where we made some holiday t-shirts and dresses, and my daughter has been wearing the one dress. She's worn it several times. It's already gone through the wash several times, and we are all good. So see how I got those edges really good? Now we're gonna have to pick it up. This is really great if you wanna make like a custom shirt, but you don't have a cutting machine or the vinyl press. Let's go ahead and put it into position. There we go. And for this, I like to smooth from the inside out. And then grab a baby wipe. Just make sure if you have any fingerprints. And then I go around that edge. And you can layer up more fabrics on top of here if you want. You can make a fabric collage, or you can do one simple design just like that. Oh, excuse me. And you can see here, this is it all dried and it is ready to be worn. It's such a cute gift. You can make this for someone. You can do a saying, you can cut anything that you want. I just love this heart with the black and white checks, especially with this cute little sporty tee. But a really fun, and these t-shirts are from the craft store, so you can pick them up there. So let me go ahead and set that aside to dry. And now I want to show you the wine bag. This will be our last project today. The wine bag is from the 99-cent store. So if you got one as a gift, you could repurpose it, or you can look for plain bags to make over. Again, you could add an alphabet to it, a letter, something like that. For this one, I'm going to add this cute little deer graphic. And one tip is, I like to use freezer paper. So freezer paper comes in a roll like this, and it's waxy on one side. You actually find it with the zip top baggies and tin foil and stuff like that. So I iron it to the back of it, and I find it much easier to cut out my design. So you can see I've traced my design there, and then you'll just peel that right off of it. And there's nothing left on there. It's ready to take the fabric Mod Podge. So let's go ahead. This one's gonna be trickier to land because of all that intricate details, but same thing. You wanna just go ahead and really add all your Mod Podge. Get those edges. I can't tell you, that's the most important thing, because you want those edges to really seal down, especially if it's a project you're gonna be washing. We're not gonna be washing the wine bag, but you still want those edges good. This is a really fun product too if you're doing home decor. You can do these on plain pillows, you can do it on lampshades. Really, it's endless. There you go. Okay, now I have a little liner in there, so we're not gonna glue our bag closed on accident. Go ahead and peel up our piece and go ahead and put that, might go a little bit lower. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. So when you're doing these ones that have the intricate, you gotta kind of use your hand to hold parts of it up. But it's gonna dry clear. So if you got a little glue, the Mod Podge fabric somewhere, it's fine. Okay, now let's go in with our baby wipe and just kind of press that down on the edges. If you get any extra on there, go ahead and wipe it away when it's wet, and it will be fine. And now at this point, you want to set this aside and let it dry. Since we're not washing it, you're good to go in about an hour. So if you want to customize something when you're on the way out the door, you can easily do that. And look how fun that is. You could do somebody's initials, whatever you want. It's really endless. So guys, let's recap. We did 6 different ideas today. We've got our heart buffalo check shirt, our really cute buffalo check goodie treat container, I guess we'll call it. We showed off these stockings, our cute little easy to make votives, and one of my favorites is the customizable mug. Again, just using the napkins, and the 3 formulas that we looked at are the Mod Podge fabric, the Mod Podge matte, and our Dishwasher Safe. And I'm gonna say it again, the Dishwasher Safe does have that long cure time. So if you're making a Dishwasher Safe project, start early or let them know, don't use it yet. You've gotta wait for that cure time. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. We will be back next week with another Make It with Mod Podge. Please put in the comments any questions you may have, and have a very happy holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.